Hello to you all. I'm happy and excited to take part in this conference. And with joy, I'm sending my sympathy to all of you from Israel. In the next few minutes, I will present some findings from my doctoral dissertation that is taking place at Bar Ilan University under the dedicated guidance of Professor Rivka Tuval Mashiach. My research topic is middle-aged adults coping with the loss of their parents. But just before I begin, I would like to share with you a personal confession. I'm an orphan of both my parents. My mother passed away 13 years ago at the age of 76, and my father passed away 5 years ago. My parents' death shook my world and pushed me to explore its meaning and impact on my life and on the life of others my age. The research is not over yet, but for me, it's already a healing process. Extensive knowledge has accumulated in the field of coping with traumatic loss. Parental loss occurring at a young age is included in this category. On the other side of the spectrum, the loss of elderly parents is considered a natural part of life and has been overlooked by researchers. Death that occurs at the right time and in the right order is not a cause for excitement. This conventional approach often conflicts with the offspring's loss experience, specifically by ignoring the impact of the loss on their emotional functioning and self-awareness. The present study lies in an intersection between two events of life cycle, parental loss and middle age, focusing on the natural and non-traumatic loss experience through a developmental prism. 30 semi-structured interviews were conducted for middle-aged Hebrew-speaking Israelis who lost one or two parents in the past 20 years. The interview was designed to reveal the participants' narrative of loss and coping in various life arenas. The data collection took place in 2021. The research questions were: how do participants experience the loss of their parents? What is the connection between the perceived experience of midlife stage and dealing with the loss of a parent? And what are the characteristics of grief and the ways of dealing with the loss of a parent in midlife in various life arenas? Qualitative tools were narrative in-depth semi-structured interview and researcher's diary that accompanies the course of the research. In front of you are the demographics of the interviewees. Preliminary findings showed 4 important themes: longing for connection, continuity, value clarification, and urgency. Multidimensional motivation was found to maintain a positive relationship with the deceased parent and to maintain his or her presence in the offspring's life. The longing for connection was expressed in the material, physical, and emotional realms. Here are some examples. The couch. I took it to my house and it's grandpa's couch. Or wearing the mother's clothes, feeling her hugging me from inside out. Physical resemblance was an anchor for a sense of closeness. Suddenly, I was very moved that I was physically similar to him. Or it's my dad's palm, and it amazed me over and over again. We found a perceived parental satisfaction with their children. When we ask, what would your dad or mom say about you? The participant answered, he would have been proud of me, pleased with the way I acted. She could be glad. Continuity. Public needs was very important to him, so we learned from him. Or a sister who kept nagging her brother like her mother used to do. Value clarification. I understood how I do not want to behave with my children when they grow up. Or I was reborn 4 years ago. Urgency. The part of being able to do things and not to give up. Do not say it will happen later. Israeli point of view shows us that more than half of Israeli young adults live with their parents. The dominant and imminent presence of parents in their offspring life until late adulthood shapes a unique relationship between them and could affect the response and coping with their death. To summarize, loss of a parent in midlife is a phenomenon with unique characteristics. Preliminary finding shows pattern of longing, continuity, value clarification, and urgency. From Israeli point of view, parental loss has a crisis potential, which involves opportunities for personal growth. Question for further research could be, what could be the consequences of parental loss in a close and ongoing relationship? Or how can inevitable pain be channeled into development and personal growth? Thank you very much.